Well, I was born in a very small Mennonite community. Everybody went to church except our family. And it was very harsh. But as I talked to more people, I realized people my age, a lot of them had that experience, even no matter what church they went to. Church was very, very harsh at that time, generally. On and off, I went to church with my brother, but we were always embarrassed because our parents didn't go. And people kind of looked down on us because what kind of family is that? By the time I became a teenager, I was really fed up with church because I'd had really bad experiences and I didn't really care for the Christians I knew, including a lot of my own family. And so I started exploring on my own, and I could begin to read because I could get my own books now. So I read about a lot of different religions, and I thought, I know something's out there. I'm just not sure what it is, but I know what it's not for me, which was Christianity and church for sure, church. I did not raise my family in church because I didn't want them to have what I had. And I worked with a coworker who was very anti-Christian. And then suddenly, after a few years, she wanted to go to church. And I thought, wow, that's really something. So she said, I'd like to start going to church, but I don't want to go by myself. Would you go with me? And I said, absolutely not. I am not going to church. And she kept asking me. And I really was fond of her. And I thought, well, this is going to kill me. I'll go. So I said, I'll go until you get comfortable. And then once you're on your own, be on my way. So we started to go. We ended up visiting different churches. We found one that she kind of liked. It wasn't my cup of tea, but she liked it. So I started going with her. And then I noticed that my husband was getting interested in it. And I thought, oh, it's interesting. So he decided to go. And I thought, well, okay, I'll go. He's going, I'll go. And so we went. It was never a fit for me. Yeah. But I went because it was good for him, And so when he passed away, I decided to try something else. First time I came into this church, I felt like this is what I've been looking for right here. And it is Christian, but it's different. This is definitely a different place. One of the things that impresses me the most about this church is that I've been in women's groups. Now, I've been in about 10 years, I think, 9 or 10 years. And I have never been in a women's group that gossips. Mm-hmm. Never. And that's really rare. And I've been in a lot of groups here, and I felt welcomed in each and every one. And I've been with all different ages. I don't feel like I don't belong in certain groups because of my age or my education or anything like that. And probably the most important thing I would say is I feel Jesus here every time I come. I've had the opportunity to ask questions and not feel like I'll be judged. So I think that's partly why I've learned as much as I have. I've learned to be more confident because I know that you love me. I know I'm in a family. And so I can be who I am and, still be part of the family. And I think that a lot of people that I know, they have lived a life very similar to mine. They've always been judged. They've always been not enough. And it's really hard to find a place where you can just be okay. I think this is the first time I've ever felt part of a family, period. Because I didn't fit into my family of origin either, because I didn't want to be in that box. So I didn't fit in there, and I didn't fit in our neighborhood. I didn't fit in my previous churches, and I feel like I really have a family. And that's just a great, great feeling.